Good afternoon, YouTube. Well, what am I about to do? I'm just going for a bit of a walk. I think I'll do it in here. I'm heading down to where I have camped in the past. What I need is two solid sort of sticks, 6 foot long-ish, for the front porch of my tent that can come out, but it didn't come with the poles. So the porch poles, if you like, it didn't come with those when I bought it. So I'm going to take a walk down by the stream, see what we can find. So try and keep the selfie stick, which this is on, as steady as possible. Got to wash my footing because, like I've said in the past, I do have a dodgy left side of my body, mainly my foot. My legs and my back is also, so my spine is basically not straight. It doesn't help. Left leg is a touch shorter than the right one, and I've had several accidents over the years. First one was at home when I was about, I'm trying to remember now, I'd have been about 7, and kids being kids, my sister was trying to get into a shed that we weren't supposed to, and it involved climbing on top of a big oak table, one of those old school type tables with inkwells and really heavy things. For some reason we got that at our place in front of the shed window. So I was supposed to be looking out, making sure it didn't fall over when she got on it and tried to get into the shed. For whatever reason we were trying to do that, I had no idea. But anyway, she went up, table tumbled over and basically broke every toe in my left foot. Well, since then I've never walked properly. I'm also what's known in the trade as a sitting giant. It means I'm very long in the back and quite short in the legs, so that's never helped. That's why I was never good at any sports at school. My leg and back didn't measure up the way they should do. So yeah, anyway, yet again I'm going off topic, so I'm coming down here. I don't think I'll find anything. I think anything that's going around here is normally dead wood, is sort of found and used to burn on different campfires, so probably not going to have much luck. Look at that, baby oak. Probably no more than a couple of years old. Should be there in a couple of 100 years. So we're now coming to the area, I think it is. Yeah. So we're coming out to the area which was my second pitch ever when I first started coming here. See, this is my 3rd season, so my 3rd year. So back in the day when I first started coming here, I had to move pitches because along there that gate was being closed and sheep were coming into that far field, which is probably the biggest field we've got here. And there's pitches all along there, which does go to the one I'll show you in a bit, does go to the one where I normally end up. But that year, instead of going up the top when it was the end of the season, for some reason I convinced myself it would be a good idea to come here, and this is exactly where I was. Very nice pitch actually. I don't think I'm going to have, like I say, much luck in finding the sticks that I need. I've got enough string to fasten them down, and I've got plenty of tent pegs nowadays. I don't know if you can see that, but that's been there a while. I don't think you can see that, but there's a swing made there with just a bit of stick through the rope. I don't think you can see that anymore. So when I was here, we're now talking like a couple of seasons ago when I first came here. So if you can see down to the stream there, this is before I even started sort of doing YouTube stuff. See down there, there's a bit of fencing. Basically, there's a field across there belongs to somebody else. They had cattle in here And what had happened is I pitched her, there was no animals on the other side. And what happened one night is the cattle were coming down there and kept looking there trying to get through. And they were making a right noise. Eventually I went to bed. My tent was just here. My car was parked just there. It got that loud. Eventually I went into the car there. A couple of hours later, the cattle had broken through there. I didn't realise it at the time, but there was a hell of a noise. What they'd done is they'd come through there. They'd come past my tent here, broke some of the guide ropes, and went off there somewhere up to right through the campsite onto the road. And the farmer was informed, not by me, because at the time I didn't even know that I was trying to sleep. Later on, I heard some banging, woke me up, come out of the car, and there was the farmer there trying to repair that bit of fencing. And what had happened is he'd separated the calves from their mums, and their mums weren't having it. Hence the noise I could hear before, and they were not happy. Hysterical, they really were, and that's why they broke through there eventually. That's the place they found it was weak enough. They got through there and off they went. They did get put back eventually. They got back that night. They got put back to the calves, and the farmer sort of said he'd never heard of that before. He said because the calves were getting older and everything, and it was easy the time to separate them. But neither the calves nor the mums were having it. So yeah, so that was an eventful night. The tent really got damaged. If I'd have been in the tent, you never know. There was a chance I might have got trampled, but I didn't. All's well that so on. Yeah. All's well that ends well, I suppose. But yeah, I really don't think I'm going to have any luck looking for these sticks, am I? Because anything that's half usable would have been snapped up ages ago. Yeah. Lovely area. It's so peaceful down here. Well, it's not noisy on the campsite now, there's a few there but not many. And this part of the campsite just doesn't get used much. So it's very tempting to come back down here again, this part of it. I might do. But I normally go to the other end, the far end, the exact opposite of it. So there's a road that comes down there. Goes past the farmhouse down there, I'm not quite sure where it goes to. So yeah, I think I can give up here. I don't think I'm going to find anything, am I? That's a pity. Just need a couple of long sticks. Have to be pretty straight. Just have a look in the far corner here, you never know. No, there's nothing. That's a pity. Right, I'm going to try and walk to the other end. No, shortly after. I won't be going on to the other end of the campsite looking for sticks. It's too much for my dodgy leg. So basically, all this is on the slope like that. So when I'm going that way, it pushes my foot up to the correct position because my foot's always at an angle. I've got proper insoles in there, they're carbon fibre, and they help me to walk and basically help me to keep doing my job. Without them I would be totally lost, but this is now too much of a slope going back the other way, so I'm limping really bad, struggling to walk at all. If anybody should see me now, they would think I was in a really bad way, but I'm not, because as soon as I get back onto level ground, it should be a bit better. There's some dead over there, but that's much too thick. That's a pity. So, yeah, so another thing about my foot. I can only at the moment afford cheap footwear, cheap shoes. And they don't last. I've now got a pair of training shoes on I bought from a local, I can't remember what it was, supermarket probably, last year. Never really used them, but I've been using them the last couple of days because my other shoes have about had it. But I can feel it. What happens is they push the sole inside with the misshaped foot, if you like. It goes to the one corner and pushes it down in, and that's what's happening now with these. That's why I'm struggling even more. Once I nearly went down. Once I start to climb the hill again, it'll be better. Believe it or not, I'm actually better off walking uphill than I am down. But even when you're walking on pavements, so if I'm walking on the pavement, you probably never noticed it, because why would you? But a pavement, say you're going on the left hand side, the pavement would be tilted that way. Perfect for me to walk on. If I came back that way, that then would have that effect and it would be pushing my heel over. So I have to walk on the pavement on the one side of the road going somewhere. If I'm coming back, I have to go to the other side where it's doing exactly the same again. So the pavements are always facing a slope towards the road. They are. If you look at them, they are. And that's why I always have to choose which way I'm walking on the pavements. In other words, I always have to go with the flow of the traffic, if that makes any sense. Oops. Yeah, I'm struggling now, really bad. Struggling to stay on my feet. This makes it sound really bad, doesn't it? But I think if I went over, I would do a lot more damage. It's really quite a nasty slope now, so I'm really having problems. I shouldn't have done this, I should have known better, because I can't afford to mess myself up for work. So it's going to level out here in front of me now. This is not good. I mean, I'm crawling along here now. I'm not walking at a good pace, I'm absolutely snail's pace. Still be looking for sticks, shouldn't I? The stupid thing is, I've got a walking stick in the car, and do I remember, do I think to use it? No. And if I've got it in my hand now, it would make a huge difference. I'm kicking myself now that I'm not using it. I haven't got it out of the car. I'm such an idiot sometimes. Right, so what I'm going to do, so I was going to go that way, right across there, and right there in the distance is where I will be camping eventually. If the weather should stay like this for another week, it would be dry enough. At the moment, the ground's still, you can feel the ground's still giving, so I would be getting stuck. Yeah, not good. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to walk straight back up where I came down from, not take any more risks, and straight away I'm walking better because I'm going up the hill, and up the hill flat. That makes any sense. I'm going up the hill, so it's not like that. It's pretty, not 100%, but a lot better. So, and I get a lot of people asking me, why don't I do more exercise? This is the very reason why I don't do more exercise. My leg just can't cope with it, or my foot, especially my left foot. It's seriously bad. So that's why I don't do much exercise. If I go swimming, which I used to love swimming, I used to be a strong swimmer, not good either. When you're paddling around with your feet, there's like an electric shock. See, that's your foot. Each time you do that, there's like an electric shock goes up the top of the foot from something to do with the same problem. And the same if I'm on a push bike. So I sold my push bike years ago because I can't even do that anymore. So my only choice really, I suppose, walking's out of the question any distance. Cycling's a big no-no. Swimming, painful. So I suppose if I can afford it, I'm going to have to start going to the gym because I need to do something about my weight and my general fitness and well-being. It's not good. Anyway, that's it for now. That was my brief walk from part of the campsite. It's absolutely huge here. So it was 100% unsuccessful. Not the end of the world. I just thought about it. I got the porch on the tent, If you bear with me, I'll just walk this last bit and I can show you what I'm talking about. Might as well. And you have to watch, when you get a foot like mine and a leg like mine, you have to watch more or less wherever you put your foot. Because if once I put my foot in the wrong place, I'm over. And you can tell how unfit I am by how much out of breath I am just from walking up that hill. I mean, it's a serious climb, but still. I'm 61, not 91. Should be a lot fitter than what I am. Just one of those things. So I'll just show you now what I'm talking about. My method of stopping the wasps getting to my kind of pop while I was gone. So yeah, use the porch, and with these you're supposed to be able to, bear with me a second, basically stretch it out on both sides, 2 10 poles in, or porch poles as these are called, stretch it out like that, and then you've got a bit of cover for the evening, so you can still sit outside if it rains. It's not going to happen, because I can't find any sticks. I might ask around later if anybody's seen any. Anyway, that's it for now. Everybody take care. Speak to you later. Bye for now.